Welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. We are out here. We got a little Tom Wamsgans for you, a little Tom merch, little Succession. It's good. We're back. We had the great unlocking. We've had so many things that have happened this morning. But before I even say hi to anybody, okay, before I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks for tuning in to the show, like, stream, subscribe. Before we do any of that, we're starting the show off right.
Bol Bol?
Bol Bol.
His first name is Bol and his last name is Bol?
No,
Look
yeah.
at his legs!
Oh. Long legs.
Oh my god! I bet his legs are taller than my whole body. I'm leaving you for Bol Bol. Like...
There we go, baby. We got some sweet Bol Bol to start the day. Who's here on a Monday morning? Pack Trip up in here. Sneeps is here as well. Skeet's in the house. Brent is here. Borlin. We got Mike Basson. Good afternoon to you, sir. Snoopaloop in the house. National World Emoji Day. That's very exciting. Now, for some clarification, Snoopaloop, is that like the globe emoji? Is it that specific emoji day? Or is it any emoji that we're celebrating? Is it World like the globe or like globally? You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit more. Joker Rock in the house here. The common man, Patrick, up early. West Coast, Best Coast. T-Man's here. Boston-based Budavine. I always do it. Now I'm saying Budavine because somebody tried to trick me in Vegas, but I know better. Regulators here. Who else? Eagle Poot. Andre said, are you going to the Liberty game on the 23rd? No, but I'm going on August 6th. And actually, if you're thinking about going on August 6th, let me know because I think we're going to get a suite. I think we're getting a suite, and you're like, wow, dude, dropping big bags. Nah, it's actually like cheaper. It's very cheap. Who else we got? Billy Jackson, let's go. BJ in the house. We got Homies is here. Stan loves. Oh, Stan sucks. 3DH is here. DJ Local and Top Shot Tesla. Are they walking red carpets now since actors are on strike? That's a great question. We'll have to get into it. And again, if you talk to my cab driver in Vegas, he's standing with Netflix. He's standing with the corporations, which makes sense. All right, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about Bol Bol going to Phoenix. We're going to talk about the Western Conference because I tweeted out something about the West and all the Kings fans got really upset. We are also going to dive in a little bit to the great unlocking, which happened over the weekend. And I care less about the unlocking, and I care more about everybody losing their damn mind. But to give some stuff away, here we go. Like the stream, subscribe, put in the chat the fake unlocking. Actually, let's put some music behind that. I forgot we can do that. The fake unlocking. No, this is a little bit more sex. You know what I'm saying? That's a little more sex. All right, yeah, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag fake unlocking. No, that's enough music for now. A couple of things that I want to talk about before we got into it. Listen, I started my week with a huge L, down as bad as you can get, just the baddest of bads. For those that don't know, I don't have a big following. Not a lot of famous people follow me, interact with me. So sometimes what I have to do is send cold DMs to be like, hey, I really like your work. I'm a big fan. Please come on the show. And I tried to do that this morning to actually an NBA player who I think we have a shot at getting on the show. And I went to send him a message and I got this error that was like, sorry, dude, you're not cool. You can't send DMs unless you give me $8 a month. And I was pretty adamant on not giving him $8 a month. And I had to do it. I had to do it. This is, I now know where the line is ethically for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's now a business expense. That blue check is a business expense. And I feel so gross. I feel so dirty. It hurt. It hurt my heart. It hurt my heart to do it. Like, that's the first thing I spent money on today was a blue check. So I'm a blue check, bro. I'm going to start being a reply guy. We're going to get those replies in there early. We're going to start hammering and farming the likes. We got to get cooking on that. We got to get cooking on that. So I'm pretty embarrassed. So if you do receive a DM from me, just know that it hurt me more than it hurts you reading it. Real big L to start the day. Did you advance pay for a year? Nah, dude, I'm a month to month, bro. I'm not trying to save money month to month. I can't give Twitter $84 at one time. You know, that's way too bad. That is way too bad. One other thing though, it's got to be PJ. It's not PJ. We got to wait till PJ gets signed or wherever he's going. There were some rumors about PJ moving over the weekend as well. But hey, I wanted to bring up one more thing that we got cooking for this week, and I got to double check the timing of it because I was looking at my account. It actually might not be completely unlocked by 9 a.m. Hold on. I'm just going to move this around here a little bit. Let me stop sharing one screen so I can share another. Let's see. Here we go. Bang. All right. So we are giving away. I've talked about this. Wait, well, there it is. We've talked about this for a while. I'm giving away all of my moments. And I know it got people pissed off a little bit. Like, some people got really upset, which, by the way, everybody likes to say, hey, you own your moments. You do whatever you want with your moments. It's the beauty of the blockchain. You can do whatever you want. I say that I'm giving them away and everybody's like, oh, you piece of shit. Like, guys, I promise it's not me that's killing everything. But yeah, listen, I've talked about this at length, but this is the plan here. The plan was to just, I wanted to reset the collection a little bit, okay? I wanted to reset, start over again, and just, connect and collect. Like all the bros that are having fun right now, they seem to not be in it as much. And I know if you look at my account, it'll be like, hey, Mike, listen, you're up. I know I'm up, but I'd like to start from zero, okay? And you know what? I can do whatever I damn well please. So we're giving away 350 Top Shot moments on Wednesday. A couple of caveats to it. There's a bunch of different ways you can enter, right? So if you just retweet I don't know if it's the pinned tweet, but if you just retweet one of the tweet with the announcement of the show, that will get you an entry into it. If you show up, you'll get an entry into it. If you're an oversubscribe, I've already got a separate drawing for you. If you are a part of the VIP program on YouTube, you're already got your own thing, your own drawing. And if you have bought merch or buy merch before Wednesday, and you just send a little screenshot in that tweet of you buying it, bang, go ahead. That's another entry into it. So the moments that are highlighted so far, we got a Jokic Top Shot debut. We've got a Tatum Top Shot debut. And as outlined in that Twitter thread, if that tweet gets over 500 retweets, I'm going to drop a legendary in there. I'm going to buy one and give it away. And then I will also add another legendary if we have 200 live that show up. So there we go. All right. What was the chat saying here? Mike single-handedly taking the market with his giveaways. Whale vibes. Yeah, that's me. Whale vibes. Such a simp for Mike right now. I'm discussing with myself. There you go. Maddie says, don't you realize you have a fiduciary responsibility to help prop up NBA Top Shot moment values? Listen, all I'm doing is instead of selling them, I'm giving them to somebody else who can sell them for more. So arguably, I am enhancing the market. I'm helping the market. I know. I apologize. I'll figure out how to ship international. I haven't been able to do it yet. But anyways, that's all going down on Wednesday. Hey, Stan, what's the one fucking rule? What's the one rule if you win something? I say it at the end of every show, every time we spin something. What's the rule, Stan? If you win a moment, shoot me a DM on Twitter or in the Discord. Stan, what did you do? None of that. None of that, because like a classic Heat culture fan, you probably left the game early. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. That's on you, Stan, bro. All right, I think that's all. That's 10 minutes of news and like just stuff. I apologize. I apologize. It's too much garbage at the beginning. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I don't know what you guys did this weekend. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy to support Dustin and Greg. And it was pretty good. I had a fun time with it. Had a fun time watching that. What else did I do? That was pretty much it. I didn't really get out and about. I played some fantasy baseball and we did well. Not like 30,000 well like we did before. We came in 12th yesterday, though, in a tournament. That was pretty good. The Bo Sox put up some runs. I think that's it. I think that was it for my weekend. We had date night. You know what I'm saying? We went out to this nice little Italian restaurant. We had a really good time. Oh, I'm seeing producer Frank tonight. He's in New York this week. So that's the exciting stuff. All right, that's enough. Let's go. Bol Bol. Let's do the drop one more time. Let's get a Bol Bol drop one more time as we talk about Bol Bol going to the Phoenix Suns.
Bol Bol?
Bol Bol.
His first name is Bol and his last name is Bol?
No,
Look
yeah,
at his legs!
Close.
Long legs.
Oh my god! I bet his legs are taller than my whole body. I'm leaving you for Bol Bol. Like,
All right. I listen, of course I'm excited for Bol Bol. Of course I'm excited. Bol Bol goes to the Phoenix Suns. Suns move not the exact same move, but Payne heads over to San Antonio. We got to read some of these tweets though. I made the joke that Isaiah Thomas is out there writing tweets for Shams because the announcement of this move was truly just like a chaotic. It wasn't even this move. It was the combination of Bol Bol and Bol Bol coming to Phoenix and Payne going to San Antonio. Let me find it right here. Oh, did he get rid of it? Did he delete? Or maybe it was Woj. I'm sorry. Maybe it was Woj. Let me go back to my tweets. I apologize for this buildup that I should have had prepared and ready to go, but I forgot I was going to do this. All right, here we go. This is a Woj tweet. Hey, listen, I'm sorry, Shams. That's not on you. So Woj tweeted out yesterday, across the past 2 weeks, the Suns have replenished draft capital post Durant and Beal trades. They've added 6 second-round picks to go with 4 first-rounders in the team's arsenal and another good young player in Bol. Okay, Isaiah Thomas, chill. I wouldn't say they replaced their draft capital with a bunch of second rounders. That's like saying the Boston Celtics won the NBA draft this year because they traded for like 45 second round picks. Let's relax for a second before we said, oh, the Phoenix Suns now have depth. All right, let's chill. And that's the other thing I want to talk about Bol Bol. I saw just like everybody victory lapping for Phoenix, scooping up Bol Bol. You guys know I love Bol Bol. We've made the joke all year long that why get Wemby when you have Bol Bol, right? He couldn't play for Orlando once Orlando got healthy. Denver said, okay, we're good here. I think he came to Boston for a hot second, and Boston was like, nah, we're good. So for someone that couldn't play on like the 11th or 12th seeded Orlando Magic this year, all of a sudden we're like, the fourth and final piece of the Phoenix Suns. Like, come on. Also, Fast Break Breakfast, who Keith from Fast Break Breakfast, very funny dude, who I got to meet in Vegas, which was really nice. He had one of my favorite tweets of the Bol Bol situation here. Let me find this one here too. The acquisition of Bol Bol can't be understated. He can be a full-size stand-in for Kevin Durant during blocking and rehearsal. Ask any director. Those are hard to find. That was very funny. So I don't know. I'm a Bol Bol believer. Maybe he makes sense for like 8 to 12 minutes a game. But I mean, the psychos that were photoshopping like the big four of KD, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and now Bol Bol. We got to pump the brakes. With Payne going to San Antonio, that was kind of interesting. I wonder if they're keeping Payne in San Antonio or if this is like a move before another move. I know they are most likely keeping Trey Jones, so he should still be there. But I saw Woj come out and say, oh, Phoenix is pumped to move off of Payne because they have Jordan Goodwin. And here's where I get nervous if I'm looking for a competitive team, right? A team that's trying to make a championship run. If you are touting the guys that we were buying for $1 on So Rare to fill our contender lineups, if we were the bargain bin value dumpster diving that we were doing, if you're saying that's the guy that's getting you over the hump, I don't know. Maybe pump the brakes a little bit. And I like Jordan Goodwin. I think he's fun. He's a little young. I know Payne had probably like reached what his ceiling was going to be, and he's probably not the guy. But I mean, you could just tell it's a slow, like they're like, hey, listen, we don't want to cover Summer League anymore. What if we say that Bol Bol and Jordan Goodwin are actually the key to getting Kevin Durant his own ring outside of Golden State? That's how you know we just don't have a lot to talk about. Tesla said, have Cam Payne and Corey Joseph ever been seen in the same room together? Well, only in like, if you put up one of those mirrors, right? So it looks like one's right-handed and one's left-handed, like if we're seeing the reflection, maybe they're the same then. Because shout out Corey Joseph on the Golden State Warriors. When we did our live show, Steve Baller's blockchain showed up, and he just needed to name what team Corey Joseph was now on, and he couldn't do it, even though he's a Warriors fan. Shout out Steve, though. So I don't know. Does anybody think the Bol Bol and the campaign exit of Phoenix that like marketably makes them better or worse? You know what I mean? I just didn't really see anything. I think the story is going to continue to be the same. If Phoenix can stay healthy, they'll have a shot at winning a title. And if they don't, they'll finish like ninth in the West, right? They have no room for error. They have no room for injury. They can't. And I mean, granted, they got rid of Chris Paul, and that's usually the guy that gets hurt for 3 months at a time. But we saw Devin Booker battle a groin injury this year. KD's like really good at getting hurt. Bradley Beal's good at getting COVID. I mean, no one's gone in and out of the health and safety protocols quite like Bradley Beal. I also saw a bunch of tweets yesterday on both sides of things, right? I saw a bunch being like, oh, wow, who's going to play the one? Who's the point guard for this team? Who's going to facilitate offense? And then I saw the other side of that being like, Bradley Beal will be the point guard. Devin Booker is the guard, right? I mean, we saw him facilitate offense throughout most of last season, I felt like, especially with Chris Paul missing so much time. It's just, they just can't, they have to run absolutely pure with injury luck. They can't get hurt. They can't get hurt at all. If they lose one of their guys for, an extended period of time, that's a wrap. And listen, you can make that, because we do this conversation every time the playoffs come around. Like, that's true for every fucking team. If Giannis gets hurt, the Bucks are in trouble. If Tatum gets hurt, the Celtics are in trouble. And right? So that's true for every team. I just think the margin of error is a little bit thinner or razor sharp. I don't know, whatever the phrase is for Phoenix than it is for the rest of the team. But I don't know. None of KD's rings will ever count, says Sneeps. He has to win it at OKC. Jesus. Tesla says, as per no dunks, this is some healthy offseason slop. We love the slop. And let's see. Merkmai says, Phoenix feels like they're being managed by someone playing 2K franchises. They're just kind of pushing buttons. Yeah. Yeah, well, it'll be fun to watch. But I'm of the mind, I'm not worried about them not having a point guard, all that stuff. I think they're going to be fine. They just have to stay healthy. When FIBA, I think we're like a month away from FIBA, or like 3 or 4 weeks. That's coming up though. Shout out Canada. That's going to be the team I'm sweating the most. God, you got 2 of my favorite players on this in the same starting backcourt. Are you kidding me? Jamal Murray and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Whoo! All right, and the Dort report. Let's do a little Dort report. They ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, let's not forget here, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag the fake unlocking, as we're going to give away something here in towards the end of the show. Let's stop sharing that one, and let's go back over to my Twitter, because I was bored this weekend, and I was doing underdog drafts, and I was like, I don't know, I just want to tweet about basketball. So I also I tried to do it for the Eastern Conference too, and I messed it up. But anyways, I forgot to just list the Nets, which maybe I didn't forget. Maybe that's what we call Freudian. All right, let's go look at what my rankings are. So I'm going to give them to you, and then everybody can get mad. So here's what I have. This is how I think the regular season. So regular season, everybody. Oh, look at that blue check. This is so embarrassing. All right, this is how I think the regular season West is going to end up. I got the Nuggets as the 1 seed. The Suns are going to run pure in health. They're the 2 seed. I've got Golden State Warriors because Steph Curry is the greatest athlete of all time after he's freaking hitting eagle putts, hole-in-one, winning golf tournaments. We get the Oklahoma City Thunder, Lightning and the Thunder. The Lakers in the 5 seed, Memphis Grizz Gang in the 6 seed, Sacramento Kangs in the 7 seed. Then I got the Minnesota T-Wolves in the 8, Clips at the 9, Mavs at the 10, Pels at the 11, Jazz 12, Spurs 13, Houston, Ime Udoka, Rockets in the 14, and Blazers in the 15 seed, okay? Now, I want everybody to look at that. I know, Matt, everybody's pissed about, I want you to look at the other teams, though. I think this is what's so crazy about the Western Conference. That's so jammed up, right? Like if you told me Mavs, for instance, Bobby, Mavs is pissed about Luka Magic, excuse me. Actually, let's do a Luka Magic drop. We haven't done that in forever. Luka Magic. But this is really what's difficult about the Western Conference is you could tell me Dallas finishes 5, and I'd believe you. I believe you. I think it's just going to be so freaking close. And of course, health plays a part. But I think the hardest problem I had is figuring out a couple of different teams. Memphis Grizzlies, I have no idea what they're going to do. I have no idea how they're going to play without Ja, because they're going to be without Ja, without Brandon Clark to start the season. You got Marcus Smart, and I mean, Dylan Brooks is gone, so maybe that's good. But I don't know where they're going to end up. The Sacramento Kings is such an interesting team too, right? You didn't believe in Sacramento or Clippers last year, said Stan either, and took an L on them, never learned. I know you can't go 100%, Stan. You can't go 100%. Joker Rock says he thinks the Kings will finish higher too. So this is where I run into problems, because Sacramento last year, we were talking about running pure health-wise. I believe their starting 5 played the most amount of minutes together, or their stars missed the least amount of time. Now, the one caveat to Sacramento, which I couldn't really put in the tweet, the nuance that comes with this, is that if Keegan Murray takes a massive leap in his second year, and Sabonis now is playing with both thumbs, that, I don't know, yeah, the Kings could finish top 4. Absolutely. Absolutely. But looking at how perfect they ran health-wise, how shitty everyone else ran around them, right? With the Memphis stuff, the Golden State stuff, the Lakers stuff, the Clippers stuff, right? They had to, not only were they so lucky, but the teams around them were unlucky, right? Look at the teams they finished ahead of last year. They finished ahead of the Suns, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Wolves, all those teams, the Mavericks. And it's just, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of regression. They didn't really make the move that everybody thought they were going to make after clearing all that cap space, right? Moving off Rashawn Holmes. They ended up just resigning Harrison Barnes. So, yes, I totally agree that Sacramento could finish top 4. But not everybody could finish top 4. All you psychos in the chat like, oh, we're the Kings. We're the Mavericks. You're sleeping on the Clippers again. They're like, so then who are they ahead of, right? When we look at this again, who are they ahead of? Let me blow this up a little bit more. So I guess you could say, obviously, the team that I've been planting my flag on is the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think they are going to win a ton of regular season. I think Oklahoma City, here we go. This is breakout video. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be last year's Sacramento Kings. They're going to win a ton of regular season games and then probably lose a tough first round matchup. That would be my guess. Bobby says Kawhi is ready for 80 games. You're out of control, dude. Kawhi hasn't been ready for 80 games since high school. Not a chance. So I think the Grizzlies, we're going to see the Grizzlies regress a little bit. I think the Lakers, they made some good moves around them. And again, the Lakers were all banking on health too. Are you higher on the Warriors than last season? Yeah, I am. I think the vibes were super bad. I think they've now getting bounced early in the playoffs or earlier in the playoffs. They have time to regroup a little bit. I do think Chris Paul raises their ceiling a little bit, even though of course it comes with a concern that it could, crater them as well. I do think the Warriors are going to be better. I think the Warriors ran about as cold as you can get, right? They endured a Steph injury. They endured a Draymond injury. They endured Draymond punching their 5th best player on the team. Clay came in out of shape. I don't think we're going to see what we saw from Clay last year. I don't know if we're going to see peak Clay again, but peak Clay again, but Clay's going to come back motivated. Draymond's probably not going to punch anybody on his team. And Steph is hungry right now. I think Steph's the best, not the best player in the league, but you know what I'm saying. So I think they're going to come back. A couple of you think Kings should be number 3 on that list. Okay. So you have the Kings ahead of the Warriors then? Because Stan, do you still think it's Nuggets and Suns? Because I think, to me, it's pretty clear regular season shit. Nuggets and Suns are 1 and 2, unless the Suns get hurt. But if we're banking on injuries, then you can make up whatever narrative you want. But I'm going to say Nuggets and Suns are right there. I think the Lakers are going to be better. I think they're going to be a better regular season team. You saw what they did the second half of the year, and that was without LeBron for most of it. I'm definitely going to go I'm going to go higher on that. I think the other team that I had a tough time with was the Utah Jazz, who I finished 12th. But like, look at this bottom. This is what I'm saying. This is what's so tough about this, because right now I have the Minnesota Timberwolves as the 8th seed. And Timberwolves weren't healthy at all last year, and they're coming back with like a strong top 5. Bench is a little thin, but a strong, tough top 5. You've got the Los Angeles Clippers, who, if Paul George and Kawhi actually play a full season, Russ, they seem to figure something out with there down the stretch. I don't know, but they did lose Eric Gordon. I mean, if they get Harden, maybe that changes things a little bit. Excuse me. Dallas Mavericks. Can somebody tell me why I'm way off on Dallas? Saw a lot of people saying, "Why? What did they do this year? What did they do this offseason that were like, okay, because Grant Williams? Is Grant Williams worth that many more games? Or are you saying they figured out playing with Kyrie? I can't see the case for them. I mean, whatever. If Luka has an MVP season, fine. They finish 5th in the West. So Luka has to finish with the MVP. Kyrie has to not do a Kyrie thing, which he hasn't been able to do for the last 7 years, right? You need JaVale McGee to be very good. You need the rookie to be really, really good. Lively, right? That's what I mean. You need Grant Williams to, play. I don't know. And then here's another one that I think is pretty tricky. And we've already talked about this at length when we were going over the different divisions. But the New Orleans Pelicans, man, I have them 11. Again, 26 games through the regular season last year. They were a top 2 team in the West. Zion was playing like top 5 basketball. Brandon Ingram looked awesome the second half of the year. They got Trey Murphy, who surpassed Herb Jones in the depth chart as their like 3-and-D guy. Trey Murphy, maybe like the only dude that could do the dunk contest and the 3-point contest in the same year. CJ McCollum, Jonas Valanciunas, who I think is still there. Larry Nance, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like the Pelicans, if they stay healthy, they're way better than that. Which, again, if they are healthy and they do play better than that, that means somebody else on this list has to move down. And then the Utah Jazz, I think, is really tricky too, because the Jazz were feisty until they started losing on purpose. They add Keontae George. They add, who's the other dude? Oh my God, I'm forgetting their first round, their top 10 pick. But Keontae George looked like, one of the top point guards coming out of the draft in Summer League. I know it's Summer League, nobody cares, but he looked awesome. The West is going to be so convoluted. Like, if anybody gets hit with an injury, that's really going to, I think we're going to see exactly what we saw this year, which is going to make the end of the season a lot of fun. Top Shot comment going back to the Mavericks says THJ and Maxi Kleber not starting is a huge upgrade. I do agree. I do think Dallas got better, but I think when you look at that full list, and I'm sorry I keep popping this up here, every team got a little bit better, right? Every team on this list got better, except for the Kings, in my opinion. The Kings didn't get better. Grizzlies didn't really get better. Everybody else, though. Everybody else got better. All right, put it in the chat. What's the team that I'm the most wrong about? Put that in the chat. And it can be I'm too high or too low. No, I said the Grizz. The Grizz didn't get better. I said, right? I said the Grizz didn't get better. But what team was I the most wrong about on this list? I think the Kings are the front runners. I think a lot of people think the Kings are going to finish top 3. I think a lot of people probably think I'm too high on the Warriors. Am I freezing up? I know it's fun to make fun of the Minnesota Timberwolves, okay? It's fun to make fun of the Minnesota Timberwolves because Karl Anthony Towns says crazy shit on podcasts, because Rudy Gobert is the most unlikable basketball player since, I don't know. I can't even think of anybody. But they've got Anthony Edwards, who is getting better. Every year he's been getting better. Looks like he's going to have finally like a breakout all-star year. Karl Anthony Towns didn't play for like 4 months. I think they're going to do what I thought they did last year. I think they're going to win a ton of regular season games and then lose in the playoffs. That's what I think they're going to do. All right. So Stan says Kings and Clips. Billy says Kings. Merkemai says the Jazz too low, the Thunder too high. Well, here's the thing, guys. I'd already said the Thunder are going to host a first-round playoff series. So there's nothing I can do. I'm locked into that take. I'm driving that take into the ground. I'm going to be on my Nick Wright bullshit, taking that all the way to the grave. Thunder finish in the top 4. So there's nothing I can do about that. Warriors lost Jordan Poole, Dante DiVincenzo. Okay, so Jordan Poole, I would say did not help the team this year, right? So I don't think losing them should be considered. Dante DiVincenzo is a loss. That is a loss. What else? Wemby, should the Spurs be better? I'm not counting on the Spurs. I do think you're a little too high on the Warriors. Jordan Poole is probably the third best player. Not this past year, he wasn't. Jordan Poole, I think Jordan Poole finished like top 3 in the worst plus minus in basketball. He shot very poorly from the field. I don't know. Wemby is a bust if he doesn't score at least 30 points a game. All right. Kings got Sasha. Grizz got worse, in my opinion. We're going to miss Tyus more than anyone. Yeah, I do think getting Marcus Smart is I know we like to make fun of Marcus Smart too. That is a good get. I think Marcus Smart is absolutely a good get. So I wouldn't be too upset about the Marcus thing. All right, we'll do the East. We'll do the East tomorrow. I agree. I think Sacramento's the one that I had the hardest time with. Sacramento is, I think I'm wrong on Sacramento. Looking at that a little bit more. I think I'm going to be wrong on Dallas too. Maybe I'm too high on Golden State, but listen, you gotta have takes. All right, we just put some takes down. Well, the Ember's going strong today, guys. The Ember's going strong. Let's remind the people, we'll give something a little away. We'll give something away here for the people. Wrong button. Like the stream, subscribe, the fake unlocking. All right, so Stan with a great question. He says, how is the Clippers healthy, not a playoff team? No, I just don't think they'll be healthy. And that's not saying like, oh, they'll get a freak injury. We've got like years. It's not like small sample size. Kawhi, just like whether Kawhi had like surgery on his knee in the offseason, right? Didn't he just do a scope? Paul George always is missing time. So I don't know, man. I agree. If they are healthy, if everybody plays 70 plus games, then they're probably a top 5 team. Nuggets lost. Bruce Brown. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Bobby. Here's why. Christian Brown's going to take a little bit of a leap this year. I think he's going to slide right into that Bruce Brown role. I also think you want one more fun one for you. Get ready for Hunter Tyson, which we're calling the McNugget. Tyson chicken nuggets. I don't know. He's going to come out there and just chuck threes. He's going to be coming off the bench and shooting threes, and I like him. So yeah, I do think, and I think Denver has the best player in the world right now. They've got Jamal Murray, who's fully healthy. I think they're still going to be better than the Lakers. I think Lakers are more injury. I think you meant to say Clippers, right? Lakers are more injury prone than the Clippers. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Stan. Happy to take the L on that. Mike Brown is still the Kings coach. That's also a great point. I know Mike Brown's a good coach, though. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that Mike Brown. Can't be supporting big chicken. I know. Yeah, the big. What about I think I'm thinking of True Detective, which I made a great True Detective joke this weekend about Summer League that no one gave a shit about, and that bummed me out. I thought that was class. I thought that was a class comedy bit. Nothing. I got nothing from the people. All right. I don't think there was any other NBA news. Houston continues to play a lot in Summer League. They seem to be doing a good job. That's fun. I don't think there's anything else. Aren't Kawhi and Paul George extension eligible? Yeah, they are. I think there's rumors that I think the pushback to the extension stuff has been that Steve Ballmer, and this is probably from the Bill Simmons pod, or maybe the No Dunks. I listen to too much stuff. But basically saying that Steve Ballmer is about to open up a big thing, a big new stadium. There's no way they have a shit team in there with him spending all that money on a new place. So it sounds like if Paul George gets moved, it will be for pieces that would help them win now. All right, what was the joke? The joke, somebody, I think it was Steve Jones on Twitter, who's a fun basketball Twitter follower. He said, I'm an NBA junkie, and I don't give an F about Summer League. And I said, Summer League is True Detective. Incredible start, gets really weird, but gives us plenty to overreact to. So I guess it's not really a joke, more of a good comparison, because the first season of True Detective is straight fire, and then it gets pretty bad after that. Wait, no, season 3 though is with what's his name? Oh, I don't want to get it wrong. I thought season 3 was okay. Season 2, very bad. Was very bad. Speaking of Vegas, too, guys, I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I gotta take these off. It's too hot in this. It's too hot in here. Nelly, I think I'm gonna go to Vegas for the midseason tournament. And I don't think we'll do a live show because I don't think we'll have enough people come out for a live show. But I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go out there December 7th to the 10th. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to go to the games on Thursday, the 2 semifinal games on Thursday. Maybe we do a team hold happy hour for those that come out on Friday. And then on Saturday is the final. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I got the okay from my wife. And I'm just going to, we're going to go. We're going to go. So if that is something you are into, let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Price on those tickets. So I was looking at I hate how the NBA does events, tickets for events. It's so bad. It's so confusing because you can buy these sexy ass packages on their main stuff, right? Their on their like events app, you can be like, for $700, you can sit in the 100 levels and shake hands with babies as they go by. But then if you buy like just tickets to the game, they take you to some like third party site that is like it's just bad. It's bad. But anyways, I saw something that was like for $700, you get like lower level seats for all 3 games, the 2 semifinals and the finals. So I also saw tickets that were like $140 for the game. The hotels there were some like decent hotel deals that I saw. Of course, it's like really cheap on Thursday. Friday gets a little bit more expensive. Saturday, it's like $1 million. But flights weren't too bad either. So I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. Vegas twice in a year is bad. I know, but I really want to go to it. Dustin's in the chat. What's going on? Yes, Steven Dorff was in season 3. You know what? No one knew. The one, I mean, listen, I like Dorff, but that's not who I was talking about. The one who's like the real actor, not the real actor. That's disrespectful to Dorff. Season 3, True Detective. All right, it was Mahershala Ali. Thank you. There we go. And by thank you, I mean me. I looked it up. I don't know who I'm thanking. Yeah, they're already selling tickets. They are already selling tickets. The one thing that's getting me excited about going to Vegas one more time is I haven't been to Vegas. Actually, I don't think I've ever been to Vegas when it wasn't 110 degrees. So I would like to go to Vegas when it's not the middle of July. So anyways, I'm thinking about it. Garen says his wife wanted to do Vegas after I returned from Summer League, so headed back in October. My body can't do 3. Yeah, that's death. That's death if you do it 3 times. I honestly shouldn't. I now the chat is making me think I should rethink this, but I don't know. I want to do another in real life thing. The other thing I was thinking about doing too is doing a New York meetup for like a Knicks game. Like maybe do a little pickup, then a Knicks game. I don't know. Or like a Nets. Nets would be cheaper. I don't know. I want to schedule a couple more real life things. This year. All right. The other thing I wanted to talk about is any other basketball stuff we got to get off our chest before we move on here. Anything else? You guys have any other takes you want to get out? I saw Boston Base said something. Boston Base said something about Joel Embiid. I have no idea what you're talking about. And honestly, Boston Base, do you know what you're talking about? You know? What is the Embiid news? What is the Embiid news? Did I miss something on the Embiid? Hold on. Did this happen like after I went live? What was the Embiid news? Let me go. Let me go to my source for NBA news here. I don't see anything about Embiid. What are you talking about? Embiid says he wants to win and doesn't care where it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're not going to be moving Embiid this year, though. That's not happening. Come early and do an LA meetup, then Vegas. That seems to be a lot of traveling, Dustin. Jaylen Brown extension, yay or nay? It's coming. The Jaylen Brown extension is coming. It is getting a little weird that they haven't done it yet, but it's happening. It is happening. It's got to happen. All right, let's do we haven't done a mental health check 40 minutes in. Good, that you can tell. Back in therapy, baby. All right, let's remind the people like the stream, subscribe, the hashtag the fake unlocking. Plug this show again one more time too. We'll be doing this on Wednesday. Stay tuned for the exact time that we're going to be doing that on because because that's going to be, oh wait, am I not? I'm showing the fake unlocking. Sorry, I thought I was showing something else. But yeah, stay tuned for what time that's going to be on. Attendance, have we touched on the seven fishes episode of the bear? Oh, the seven fishes. No, we haven't talked. I'm not going to talk bear yet. We'll have to set up a separate stream for that, just in case people haven't finished it yet. The Bear's awesome. It's my favorite show ever. But yeah, Wednesday we're giving away over 350 NBA Top Shot moments, so stay tuned, which is a great pivot to talk a little bit about NBA Choppy Shot. So I wanted to go over the unlocking happened this week, right? The unlocking happened over the weekend. And I got to tell you, everybody's responses are so good. If you tuned in to Team Hold, which even though everybody thinks is the Top Shot FUD capital of the world, we talked a little bit about this last week, right? And we said there's probably not going to be a ton of movement, right? Because nobody was surprised. Nobody was, drunk tree? We get a drunk tree sighting? Let's go, baby. Nobody was like surprised at the unlocking that people were going to have the opportunity to unlock, right? That wasn't something that came out of nowhere. So this whole idea of like the market cratering was probably overblown a little bit because it was like accounted for. Also, they introduced new mechanics throughout the entire year, which locking wasn't really locking, because if you locked a bunch of stuff, you could also now burn locked stuff. So it kind of changed the whole dynamics of the whole thing anyways. But my favorite part was watching everybody immediately victory lap at like 11 a.m. on Saturday. Like right when you were able to unlock for the first time, everybody was like, oh, where are all the haters now, huh? Where are all the haters? You can't come out here. You can't come out here and say that Top Shot's not moaning if there's no market collapse, huh? Where are the haters now? I can't hear you. Right? There was a lot of that. And what I would like to say is not everybody locked at the same time. You psychopaths, right? I'm like, there's so many people that are smart and smart and didn't lock the second it was eligible, and they waited a little bit to see what rewards would look like, what leaderboards would look like. Like, I'm not one of the smart ones. I locked like 5 days later, but I now have like 500 or 350 moments that I'll be able to unlock in a day or two. So I thought that was really funny that everybody, and it's like the same 4 or 5 people. Shout out Drew Austin, who continues to just say the dumbest shit on Twitter. But yeah, really incredible. God, the smart guys locked immediately so they could sell first, but except nobody's selling, right? Boston Bay says I'm predicting a common burning leaderboard launching in 4 hours. There you go. But anyways, I wanted to go take a look at the sets because and what's been going on in the last 24 hours instead of the last week. They did announce a lot of different challenges. They announced some W stuff, which is pretty exciting too. And shout out them, right? I think it's real. I respect the hell out of them for waiting until All-Star Game weekend, to like do anything with WNBA Top Shot. I think that's kind of cool. And maybe they should take that approach to the NBA season too. Maybe we just don't hear from them, but then in February they come out and about. Like maybe they should test that out. But also, if you didn't tune into the All-Star Game weekend, Sabrina Ionescu went absolutely ham from 3, going 25 of 27. 25 of 27, hit both of those like deep range money balls, I think. Or maybe she missed one of those. Maybe she hit 1 of 2. It was incredible. It was fun. Goosebumps. All right. Dustin says for your New York meetup, you should do November 11th since there's a massive UFC at MSG that weekend. John Jones. There you go. Bang. Lock it in. Dustin, come to New York. Use that champions moment one more time. Get that hashtag utility. And Joker Rock, I think this is actually one of the more interesting aspects of that whole dialogue is that how can it collapse if it's already collapsed? I think that's it. I think it wasn't necessarily market collapse that they were talking about. But I think everybody assumed there would be massive deals. And I wonder, I just don't think we're seeing that. I don't think we're seeing it. Like, I think people were waiting on floaty for like 25-cent moments and stuff like that. I just don't think we're going to see that. But anyways, I want to look at the sets. I'll refresh this to get like a more accurate depiction of what it looks like here because I can't remember the last time I looked. So we're looking at the sets. We're going to look in the last 24 hours, how many sets are up and how many sets are down. So let's look in the last 24 hours here. So you can see the WNBA ones are cooking. Because the game recognized game, we got challenges going on. That's up 191% in the last 24 hours. Wild. And then another WNBA set as well. The 2021 Future of Fandom is here. And then you've got the NBA Finals. So that one's up a little bit. both for 2023 and 2021. You got throwdowns that are up again. Wolfpack, that's from Series 4. Some also, that's, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got the dynamic duos. The MGLE's 10 from Series 3. Rookie Revs 11. The Challenge Future Fandom 12. Fandom The Tour 13. Clampy's 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right, we got about like yeah, I should have done it this way. Oh, this is showing 100. We got like 30 or so sets that are up. A couple of big movers, but ultimately not too bad. I think there's like 109 sets or something like that. The ones that are down the worst, though, let's look at that. We've got the MSFE Metallic Silver Phantom Edition, 51%. Coffee semis, right? We got those are down a little bit. We get some rim shakers. So we got, how many are down double digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 down double digits. But as you know, I like looking at the base set series 1. That's always the best one for me to like kind of get. Well, that's not even the best one. It's just the one that I've always used to like gauge where the market is at. And I thought that might be with the leaderboard coming up. Interesting to take a peek at. So this, the market cap on Series 1 continues to be a low ask of around 10.4. 10.4. And if you look in the last week, that's been pretty accurate. Let's look at the last 3 months. So the last 3 months at the height in April was just under 12K. We dipped all the way down to 8,600. I think at its lowest, and then it's kind of leveled out and slowly crept back up into the 10 range. I think that will be kind of fun to take a look at here with the Series 1 burn boards, the leaderboards that are happening. So I think that'll be something interesting to pay attention to, or maybe me giving away those moments will change everything. I did think it was kind of funny. I think it was Top Shot, Hot Shot tweeted out. For those that weren't paying attention over the weekend, the second the unlocking came, I think Roham got like a text message, or somebody was like, "Hey Roham, I'm going to access your account for a second," and then he bought a bunch of stuff, including one of Boston-based moments. So I thought, and so Top Shot, Hot Shot was like, maybe the great unlocking was just so Roham could get some good deals. Garen says Clampy sounds like an STD. I disagree. Clampy sounds like an STD preventative, right? Oh, here comes the Crabbies. Here comes the Crabbies. Clampies, 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 right? That's exactly what it is. Hi, I'm Mike Zakarian, and I am the doctor, and I'm a doctor that created Clampies. With this one surgical move, we can extend 2 different Shaq-sized hands that will just slap away STDs. Oh man. Steve said kind of funny that he'll buy a Jokic and then tweet about there's only 3 left in the marketplace. I saw that he said there were 38 Nikola Jokic moments, which I thought there'd be more. I thought there would be more than 38. And it actually feels like pretty good scarcity control. A lot of people were saying too, like, are we going to get another announcement about locking? Like, is there going to be other incentives to continue? I don't think so. I think they've just kind of shown us what they're going to do. And I don't mean that negatively. I think the burn boards have been cool. The leaderboards have been cool. The locking rewards have been what they've been. I don't know if they're going to see, like, if you lock in the next 48 hours, we'll install 2 Clampies into your genital. Like, I don't think we're going to see any sort of incentivization to do it anymore. I think they're just like, hey, this is what we got. This is what we're playing with right now. And if you enjoy this, come hang out. I think that's going to be it. All right. Maddie says, I don't want Shaq's hands swinging around near my genitals. Seems like something Draymond would do, though. No, yeah, but I'm not saying his actual hands. It's just like a replica of his hands. I think I need to follow you, Mike, and sell all your moments. Hey, listen, hold on. It's totally up to you. I'm not saying sell everything you got. I'm saying I just like the idea of starting from zero and having some fun with it. And for all the haters out there, listen, I think what they've been doing recently has been a step in the right direction. I think they've been doing a lot of good stuff. I think the way that the product's evolved over the last few months has been pretty solid. I think the redemption stuff is cool. The leaderboards, all that stuff has been fun. I just think, like, for me personally, I think it'd be more fun to start from zero and see if I could connect and collect for the future of fandom. Just collect what I want and not have to worry about the bag that I'm carrying. All right. So that's kind of where I've been coming from it. And, I've got issues with leadership. And this is another point too, like, why sell for peanuts, right? If we've already gone this far down, how much lower can it go? The limbo bar is on the floor, baby, so only up, Only up. All right, let's remind the people here. We're doing a fun little giveaway here. Like the stream, subscribe. Hashtag the fake unlocking. Let's do a little reminder for the sweet, sweet content. So we'll be back tomorrow at 9. Wednesday, stay tuned. I think I'm going to move the morning show back a couple of hours. So stay tuned for that. I forgot I have trivia on Tuesday nights. I'd rather be fresh and ready to go on Wednesday. So we might move that back a little bit later. But on Wednesday will be Everything Must Go. This is a Will Ferrell movie, by the way. My face and my body is over Will Ferrell in this. But on Wednesday, we're going to be giving away over 350 moments, so tune into that. I think John Boy Beats and I are going to fire up a best ball draft this week as well, so stay tuned. Oh, Johnny Boy and I got to do that. 89 Cavs, I don't think are back this week, but in the next couple of weeks. But other than that, we'll be doing the NBA bet Monday through Friday. And do all that stuff, right? Also, yeah, let's plug some merch, baby. Have you guys bought merch yet? Not only can you get merch and look fly as fuck, you also have the opportunity. You also have the opportunity to win some moments by doing that in our giveaway. Look at this. So there we go. TeamHoldNFT.com, which is funny. And you can go buy some merch, baby. We got some mugs. Come on. Listen, if you want some Top Shot Tony merch, we got that for you. Look at that. Top Shot Tony and Bottom Shot. We get some NBA bit. If you just like this show and nothing else, we got a lot of fun stuff. So get some stuff. Tell me you bought it, and then we can enter you into the giveaway. Not to FUD, but that featured products aren't your best products. You know what? What are our best ones? What are our best ones? What do you think? Look at that. Look at that video. Look at the video. Look at the video. We got Austin right there. We saw Austin in real life. The Economist is here. Love that. The Jeb Pre-Beard. Look at that. Jeb Pre-Beard. Mario, myself, Dustin. Deep Threat, baby. Bobby Bell. We got everybody. The gang's all here, baby. The gang's all here. I don't know. Anything else we got to talk about before we spin this giveaway and get up on out of here? And just a reminder, if you do win the giveaway, Stan, make sure you shoot me a DM so I can remember to send you a moment because I'm a busy man. I get stuff to do. All right? I get stuff to do. Left corner girl trying to get out of the photo. Yeah, we are seeing that over there. But if there's nothing else, let's give this thing away. So everybody has time to go watch No Dunks, right? Is that next? Is No Dunks happening today, or are they on an off day? Or are they on an off day today? I never know. I need them to have. I'm going to the gym after this, after I take the dog out. Which, by the way, guys, listen. I'm not going to be in shape to be good at basketball ever again. Those days are gone. I'm getting bodied a lot when I'm playing. However, it took a week, but the jump shot is back. We were taking like 100 threes a day. The jump shot's back. I'm ready to cook. Pack Drip, if you're still watching, get that 3-point contest back again. I want redemption. All right? So get it back in. I need it. Mike Swole carrying. No, those days are gone, dude. I'm just trying to live longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little. There he is, Pack Drip, baby. Yeah, I'm getting older, guys. I need to take care of my body a little bit better, trying to eat healthier, trying to get some more activity. Vegas is an eye opener. You know, you go to Vegas for too many nights. Was it 4 nights? It's too many nights. And that changed. I was like, I gotta get going. And I feel good. But eating salads more regularly, guys. Listen, I might be doing this show Overzet style by like in 3 months. I'm going to just take my shirt off, do this thing. Yeah, Patrick, he says, when's the next game? Listen, let's organize it in New York. All of you guys come to New York. I have access to an indoor court. I'll set it up. I'll rent the room. I don't care. I'll rent it. Let's do it. Everybody come to New York City. Let's do it. Let's do it there, okay? We don't need Top Shot, Patrick. We do it on our own, all right? We do it on our own. Let's do it in New York in November for the UFC fight that same weekend. There you go. Let's see. They don't have the NBA schedule yet. We'll figure it out. We're going to do it. Patrick's probably like, Mike, I don't want to do this. Why are you making me do this? We let this just go. Stop it. But we're doing it now. Too late. Everybody's coming to New York. Everybody's doing it. Uh-oh. The ember's dead. It's cold. Let's switch to water. Let's hydrate. All right, we're going to give this away. Last call. Hey, you know what, guys? Appreciate you being here this morning. This was fun. Good to be back. We took Friday off because I felt like dog shit after my comedy show, which I didn't talk about. I did a bad job, guys. You're not going to believe this. Not having jokes prepared, not the best way. Not the best way to go. I think I've lived off that for the last, year. I've been really good at just writing 10 minutes of material an hour before a show, and it's gone really well. This time it didn't. This time it didn't, baby. But hey, it wasn't bad though. I would say it was like a C plus B minus. C plus B minus. You know what it was? Everybody else on the show, though, was very good and very prepared and very funny. And so that hurt my heart a little bit. That hurt a little bit. So now we got to go back to the lab again, like Eminem once said, or I'm just going to stop doing stand-up, which would also feel good. All right, here we go. This is it. Let's give it away. If you win, shoot me a DM. Appreciate everyone being here this morning. Looking forward to lots of weeks of content. Lots of weeks of content. What am I saying? A good week of content. Winner, chicken dinner, Lindsay. Let's go. Let's go. Big W, Lindsay. We love when the OGs win. Again, everybody have a great start to the week. It's Monday. It's a fun day. And let's end with Bol Bol out of respect for him joining the now juggernaut Phoenix Suns. Have a good day. We out. See you tomorrow.
Bol Bol.
Bol Bol.
His first name is Bol and his last name is Bol.
No,
Look
yeah.
at his legs.
Close.
Long legs.
Oh my God. I bet his